Hey everyone, welcome back to the Muscle podcast. It's Nikki here.
And I'm Elinor.
And today we are going to go into a little episode called All or Nothing. We're just going to unpack a bunch of random stuff when it comes to the new year, the prep, what's up, how's this week going, and just get on a little bit of a rant with you guys.
Yeah, I feel like these sessions where it's just me and you, they're super chill. And I like that because it kind of gets us to debrief about things that we've been wanting to debrief about.
Yeah.
It's really
I know there's
nice.
so many things we'll talk about. We'll be like, let's just save it for the podcast. Like, I'll tell you this, we'll talk about this, but let's save it for the podcast
Yeah,
so we could share it.
all of it. But let's start with you because you're now how many weeks out?
Oh my God, still like forever away. 18 today. No. Hold on. 19 weeks was yesterday. It's going to go by fast. But I feel good. We still never changed anything. I've just been consistently dropping each week. So we're just riding with that. Cardio still 20 minutes, 6 days a week. Food is still relatively high. I'm not like extremely hungry. So I'm just cruising. Feel good.
Do you know what your calories are at right now?
Just under 3,000. Rest days are obviously a bit lower. I think around 2,500. So we're chilling. We're chilling.
So your cutting right now is roughly around the same food that I'm eating in my peak bulk.
Yeah, because you're like completely reversed out now. It's like
Yeah.
you're basically surplusing right now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like weight's continuously going up.
Still eating 100 grams of fats.
Did you see that? You're doing cardio 6 days a week?
Yes.
Okay. And you just do that post workout. Okay.
Yeah.
When are you
easy
going to start
peasy.
doing fasted?
Probably when it hits like 30 minutes.
So fasted, not yet. Not until you said it hits what, 30?
Yeah, about 30 minutes because I find after I train legs after work in the evening and then I pose and then I go do cardio, it's like I'm there for 3 hours and I just don't want to do that. So once it hits 30, I'll just do it in the morning, go to work, come back, train, pose, go home. And we're good.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a really chill prep for you.
I hope so. I feel it. I feel like it's going to be. And like I have everyone around me, like supporting me, and it's been fun. So,
So excited for you. And you,
it's you.
wait, Nikki, you have to tell. Did you book everything?
Oh, I did. Cause like, okay, what is it? It's a soccer event, I guess, going on the same weekend as
FIFA
Toronto.
2026.
Yeah, I'm like, you had to pick that. It's already gets sold out so fast from the show, and now you bring FIFA into this mix. Like, where are all these people gonna go? Like, I don't understand.
So yeah, you booked the hotel for the regional show and for Toronto.
Yes, everything's booked, ready to go.
Yeah. Nikki's always really good with like doing everything in advance. And I'm let me wait until last minute.
I know I get so stressed because I'm like, I want to make sure I have a good room because I want 2 beds so you can come stay with us. And then everyone is under one roof. Obviously, it makes things so much easier and everything is taking place at that hotel.
Yeah.
Because some place, like some shows, they'll do, the host hotel will be not where the show actually is. And that just makes everything so difficult.
Or where the Tanners are, which makes it even more difficult.
I just get that anxiety out of the way and I just want to book everything. And it makes it feel real too. I'm like, okay, now we're in it.
Okay, we're good now.
Yeah. But how are you feeling? How are you doing? I know this week was a bit different.
Yeah, I guess I haven't even said anything on social media about it, which was actually really nice. Like I told myself just do it. I guess I'll explain. So for those that don't know, I'm in my health phase of trying to get my cycle back. When I went to go get my blood work done 3 months post show, when you get your blood test results for estradiol, so estrogen, if it says less than a number, you don't really know because they compare it to everybody your own age, height, weight, but they don't take into account that we're, very, very active people. And during, like, right after my show, I went to go get my blood work done and it said less than 40. And now it still says less than 40, even after I've gained like 6 pounds, which is really nothing. Um, and like, I'm eating a lot more food. I'm doing a lot more less cardio. So I
Yeah.
was really distraught, if I'm being honest. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But my gynecologist said that when it says less than 40, you could have been at 2 before and now you're at like 38.
Yeah.
So
So it could be increasing. We just don't really know yet because it won't show the exact numbers.
exactly, yeah. So Jaden like reduced my cardio, then he reduced my training, and then he said like I wanted you to take a week off, but like you said no. And I'm at the point now where I'm really kind of just open to everything because I know that I want to keep competing, but I also know that I want to take my health as a priority. So I got a new family doctor, which was really nice because he's open to working with bodybuilders. And he just gave me another set of blood work and more specific to me. So testing absolutely everything. But yeah, this week I took a whole week off, guys, off of the stairs, off of cardio, off of training. So Jaden, our coach, said to just do the rest day diet. So that's what I've been doing. I've been having a lot of almond butter, like 100 grams
Yeah.
a day.
That's insane, but like yum, yum.
I look forward to every single meal now. I've actually been doing something that I think would be beneficial to anyone like kind of going into like time off from the gym or if you're struggling. So like every day I dated on my notes app and I'm not a big journal person. I'm definitely more like I need to record something and I need to hear it back. So I've been using the where you press the mic and it like types things out for you, the keyboard.
Yeah, so much easier.
And like I put Sunday, January 18th, and it was literally like a paragraph about how I'm feeling going into the week, knowing that I'm taking a week off because I haven't trained since last Saturday. And then Tuesday, or like then the next day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and every day I did like a little, this is how I'm feeling. And by Thursday, I was like, you know what? I'm actually okay. Like I'm alive and I'm looking forward to going back to train.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to the point at the end of that, like where I was literally going to the gym and I was enjoying myself and I didn't realize it. I was kind of just like going to like socialize, which is something that I don't, it's not like me, but I stopped tracking my lifts and I would just be like, oh, I'll like do it after, which again, it's like I'm such a rigid, structured person. So like it was really hard for me to even understand I'm not using the same weights that I'm normally using. I don't feel as present in my lifts, which I hate. Like, I hate not feeling like I'm there.
Yeah.
So that's when I kind of told Jaden, like, hey, I think you're right. Like, I think I need to take a week off. And my rib popped out too. So that was kind of like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling much better. I did some yoga. I did 3 yoga classes this week. And now I told myself I'm going to do yoga on my rest days instead of just going in to do 15 minutes of cardio at the gym. So
And that's so
learning.
nice. Like you're reflecting and you're journaling like how you're feeling all this week. And also yoga helps a lot with that, just to like, because even if you were to go in the gym, it's still pretty stimulating, right? Like there's people around that's noisy and you have to kind of think about what you're doing. But now that you joined yoga and you did that instead this week, like that's more relaxing for your body. If anything, it'll bring you down and like let your nervous system chill a little bit too.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I think just the fear of taking the time off was what was making me not want to take that time off. But now that I know that, like I've survived, I've lived, I've body hasn't really changed that much. I've one thing I have noticed, my digestion this week has been incredible.
You
And that
definitely needed this.
no, but that really just goes to show how much stress from weightlifting, stress from like the consistent rigid routine, and even like from the high calories, because it is hard for me to push food, how much
Yeah.
that has been.
It's almost like a digestion break for you too.
Yes,
And
yes.
I feel like even I know you're doing this to help get your cycle back too, but I feel like even when you have your cycle, it is still good to take a deload here and there for like a week or sometimes even 2 weeks. Because if you think about it, we're pushing all the time. Like training never stops, like all year round, whether because we're still pushing the same training, the same intensity, prep, off season, whatever it is. So it's honestly good to take a deload no matter what, just to get the body back on track. And then again, fall in love with working out in the gym again. Cause you were noticing like you being such a structured person, tracking everything, and you're noticing yourself slipping off, but then your body's kind of just like going with your motions, going with the routine still of going to the gym and doing your thing. But subconsciously, it's like your body was really ready for this break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that's kind of like the topic that we're talking about today, but I have a very all or nothing mentality. That's why I do so well in prep. And that's why it's so hard for me in off season. Guys, I'm so sorry about the light. If you are watching on YouTube, the fuse in this house is going in and out right now. But this all or nothing mentality has literally been instilled in me and probably you because
Yeah.
of bodybuilding. But for me, it's more so like the structure of growing up in a hospital. So, but for you, like for most bodybuilders, we obsess over this, like, I'm either 100% or I'm nothing, which I've never taken a week off the gym in my entire life. I've never taken, in the last 3 years of competing in bodybuilding, I have not taken more than 2 days off the gym,
Yeah.
like back to back, which
Which
is
is crazy to think about. Did this week were you like I know you filled in your time gaps with yoga and stuff, which is really great, but were you like, "Oh my god, I have, like, so much time." Because like, if you think about it, training, like, that's a good solid 2 hours, if not more, a day,
minimum. Because
right?
then, like, you
So,
come home, you cook your food, you shower.
yeah.
I
It's just so
like,
nice just to be mindful and just, like, let yourself chill. Because 'cause we're so go, go, go and so regimented and doing so many things, like, it's just nice to sit back and just, like, breathe.
but then, like, the guilt comes.
Yeah, it's like, I need to be doing something. What am I doing? I need to fill this time in. And like that will stress you out even more. Like the brain is just going nonstop. So you almost have to force and like this go, go, go mentality. Like I'm really trying to get away from it too. And like allowing myself to not answer my phone sometimes after 9 or not be available at a certain time. Cause that's like me, that's my time. Like sometimes I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll be like, oh, I need to do this. And like I'll like look around and Nick can tell if I'm like thinking about something or I'm like thinking about something I need to do. And he's like, just come here, just relax, like, just take a second, like, tomorrow will be there, just resume tomorrow, you did everything you need to do. I'm like, "I needed that reminder, like, thank you." And then we move on and, like, we spend quality time together, or I have my me time, whatever that looks like for me. But, like, it's so needed, and I feel so much better, and I'm allowed to, like and I find it's easier for me to spread myself out a little bit easier throughout the week if I give myself that time.
I love that you have someone like Nick to kinda tell you, like, "Hey, it's gonna be okay if you don't do everything." Like,
Yeah.
you can give yourself that time and leeway.
Yeah, because if I'm go, go, go all the time, all day, every day throughout the week, and then say, like, Sunday comes, and then I'll just like, you'll just crash, right? So if I give myself that little bit of time during the week, a little more of me time, breathing time, whatever that looks like, I'm more stable and consistent all week, and then when Sunday comes, I don't feel like I need to crash, right? Like, I can keep a consistent balance going.
Consistent balance, and then you kinda are just there for yourself. Like, with me taking this time off, like, I even said this, I just started going to the gym and I was just moving the weight, but I wasn't being intentional at all. And you get to
Yeah.
this point where you either need to take a step back to move forward or you're gonna crash out and not want to move forward. And I think
It's your
that's
body talking to you, and it's really important that we listen to it because we're not progressing or recovering if that's the case.
yeah. And 1 week off of the gym, I think I would be fine. I think anyone would be fine, but it's just, again, that fear factor of I'm a failure if I don't go to the gym. I'm a failure if I take time off because of
Yeah.
this rigid go, go, go mentality. And I've talked about this before, but like you have your identity as a competitor. So then when you're not doing all of the things that competitors do, you kind of have that loss of identity. That's why so many people struggle in off season is because
Yeah.
it's all or nothing.
You're chasing the next thing constantly.
And your brain has like it learns reward, right? So if your brain's constantly like, if I do this, I get to do this.
Yeah,
If I do this, I'm going to get to this. But if I don't do this, then I'm not going to get there. So I have to continuously be in this friggin' like go, go, go mentality. But how can someone live like that?
exactly. And with you taking this time off, it's like you're almost finding yourself again. Cause like we talked about before, you're not just Eleanor the bodybuilder, you're Eleanor the dog mom, the person who loves to do, go outside and, you know, hang out with your family, hang out with your friends. Like you have so many other things, right? Like you're not just gonna like it almost feels like it low key, but you're not gonna like crash and die just because you didn't go to the gym this week. You know what I mean? Like you're finding yourself, you're hanging out with yourself, you're having more time just to sit with yourself and your thoughts and your body and just relax, right? Like you're really coming back to yourself. And I find that really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at, and I feel good. I went into pose a few days, but then there were 2 days where I literally didn't do yoga and I didn't go to the gym. I did nothing. I went to the spa
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did the spa too.
on the coldest day of the year.
My God, I know. We went on that like last Sunday and it
Yes.
wasn't as cold as it was when you went, but it was still freezing. I did the cold plunge still, go me,
What? I
but
would die of.
it's so cold.
I never do the cold plunge. Like that's the
Oh,
last
oh my God. But even like if you go in the hot tub, put your robe back on and like go into the
our robe
sauna,
froze, Nikki.
but your robe will get cold and it will freeze. I brought it into the sauna with me just to heat it up and it felt really
Same.
nice.
Same. It was so bad. You know what's really weird? What made me kind of like ick? That eucalyptus steam.
Yeah, we haven't been going in that one lately. We've been doing the citrus one and it's a lot better.
Yeah, I went to the eucalyptus one and it made me feel very sick. So I told the girls, I was like, you guys stay there. I'm gonna like get out.
Yeah.
Outside of bodybuilding, can we talk about that for a second?
One of the biggest game changers in my clinical practice has been becoming certified as an advanced movement therapist. I use this AMT system in my practice to guide clinical decision making and measure change before and after each session. Without guessing, I can clearly assess what's working, validate the effectiveness of my treatments, and confidently communicate progress to my clients. With the AMT system, you'll gain the knowledge and tools to deliver precise, effective treatments by mastering your approach to functional neurology and movement therapy. So if you're a therapist, trainer, or clinician looking for better outcomes, stronger clinical reasoning, and more confidence in your treatment approach, check out the AMT certification at amtcertified.ca and use code Nikki when you sign up.
Second.
Yes.
So I am in the next like 2 weeks. I've been really stressed out but it's good that this is all happening now. I had over like 12 interviews in the last 2 weeks, and I have 6 more this week for
Yeah,
my
you've been
internship.
busy.
And
Yay.
I got a call back from 6 places asking if I could be at their clinic in their internship,
That's so exciting.
which like I might cry because I don't know. I think I told you like, oh, if I don't get in May, like I'll just push it back for September. But
Yeah.
I don't want to do that because like I have this idea in my head that I need to have my full career by the time that I'm 25, and I've worked my ass off to do it. So to have to like push that plan back because I couldn't get an internship, and then now like basically telling them like I had to open up to them and tell them, listen, I have a few more interviews at a few other locations and I want to make sure that I make the best decision possible. Can you extend the date of when I have to give you an answer? And they loved the transparency that I gave them. But yeah, as of like mid-February, I should find out where I'm
Yay.
going to be, and I will be licensed by December.
It's huge. And because you have that date or goal, like you want to be in your career kind of in where you want to be by a certain age, that puts a bit of that pressure on you too. So it's nice that like you didn't just settle for the first thing that you got offered. You're kind of waiting to see where your options are because who knows, even you might land something even if you're like say 26 a year later and you might love it so much more and get so much more out of it. But right,
So
you're not
excited.
settling. That's
No. And this
exciting.
is also to say like I'm I've always done school and bodybuilding. I've always worked multiple jobs and bodybuilding. And this is the first like full year where I'm kind of giving myself like time to like be present in every aspect of my life and not just one or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
Any
You
bodybuilding?
outside of bodybuilding, work, work is really good. Work is busy. We just did a show yesterday. It's called The Women's Show.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's been, yeah, I was pretty busy planning all that this week. I was there from 9 to 5:30ish yesterday. It was really nice just connecting with a bunch of people. It's refreshing just talking to people outside of even like the gym and just like in normal life and connecting with them. And it was really cool because like it's the women's show. So obviously there's lots of women there. They did like a fashion show and they're just
That's cute.
promoting all things women and health, which is like right up my alley, obviously, which is a part of why we even started this podcast. So I had like a really good time yesterday. So that's nice.
Oh, we also did that little girls' night this week.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can we talk about that? Okay. So what we did, yeah, because we're going to get a little bit into like January and New Year's goals, wellness goals, all this stuff that's going on that we're seeing on social media right now. But one thing that we did that we said we wanted to do when the new year started was do this little trend that was going around of you get a cake and candles, and then everyone goes around saying something that they accomplished or did that made them really happy or that was really memorable in 2025 and like a reflection of the last year. So we did that on Wednesday, us four, and it
And
was
it
really
was really
cute.
nice. It was
Yeah.
really nice too to see like this year went by so fast and all of us did so many things. We
So
had
much went on this year
but
in a
we
good way.
yeah, and we never really gave ourselves the oh wow, like I did this or oh wow, like I got to the point in my life where I can confidently say like I did X. For example, like two of our friends bought a house and renovated it. Right? Nikki moved in with her boyfriend. I moved out of my parents' place for the second time and I moved into a house, not an apartment. I bought a puppy. Like I went on a trip where I was literally the biggest I've been in 3.5 years. And I had the time of my life and I wasn't so rigid. So
You're comfortable and you're happy, and like that's something to celebrate.
yeah. And this is something that I think more people should do, especially in January, not just focus on the next big thing, but focus on how much have you already done? What did you go through in 2025?
Yeah.
Let's take a step back and stop
Yeah.
thinking what's next? What about what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. Because everyone goes, okay, now that the year's over, let's sit down and talk about our goals, which is great. It's always great to sit down and have goals for 2026 to keep yourself accountable and all that. But what about, like you said, everything that you did a year ago? Yeah, it was really nice just to sit back and just reflect. Because even some things that like came up that I remembered that I did, I'm like, I forgot that this happened. Oh, right, I did this, like with that, because it just happens, and then we move along because like the next thing's happening and life goes on. So it was nice to sit down and like talk about the last year and reflect.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we started a podcast. I went on like 3 trips this year. I went to Alabama. I was a um well, I can't talk. I went to Alabama. I was the travel RMT for competitive track and field team. That was really fun. Me and Nick went to Mexico. We also went to Vegas. He competed there. We went to the Olympia. I won gold for best RMT in Barrie. Like just little things like this, right? That we don't think of when we just move along from. But it's important to sit down and celebrate these things.
I think 2025 was a big learning curve for the both of us too because like I just really wanted to figure out who I was as a person by myself, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know if this is something that I should talk about on the podcast, but like, I was alone the entire year and it was great because I got to basically learn who I was and what I'm comfortable with. And then Nikki found Nick and she learned how to be herself before she found him. So it was kind of nice to see kind of the growth for the both of us. So the growth for you in a relationship and then the growth for me independently.
Yeah, because you're kind of in the boat that I was before I met Nick. Like I was That's when I did my last season too. I took that year off. I was like doing more, excelling more in my career, focusing on me, like just doing so many things. And so like we're kind of in, so I can really appreciate where you're at because I was there too. And like this is a solid time to do that. Like take as much time as you need and things will come to you as it needs to when it's right.
Yeah. And the beginning of January for me was definitely not like the new year. Actually, maybe it is. Which is exactly our topic for today is guys, New Year's Eve, I had a few drinks with my girls and I had my first off-plan meal off
Yeah.
the raclette thing.
Yes.
Then 2 days later, which I never do, I went out and I had a few more drinks and I still ate all of my meals. If you know me, that's something that I tend to not do, but I finished all of my meals and then I had a few drinks. I'm dating. So
Yes.
I have a very all or nothing mentality, and this is my new year, new me resolution is I don't want to be restrictive. I want to just be able to live day by day. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job at that, but I think Nikki wanted to talk a little bit about like that whole idea of new year, all these new fads, all these new
Oh my goodness.
detoxes.
Yeah, like I'm all for the personal growth, setting, financial, career, self goals. I'm all for that. But like, bro, I have never felt more like
Bro,
I've never felt more convinced or not convinced, but like pressured to get a self-help journal, diary, wear this red light mask while I'm
God.
standing on this shaker board because wellness and health. And then on top of that, you need to um what else is there? I don't know. I feel like
This is how you learn to de-stress your body. Go do like this whole idea of like you need to do yoga and you also need to do this and self-care. And here's my makeup routine and my take off my nighttime routine.
yeah.
But that's so stressful. That is so stressful.
Yeah, and sometimes it's so easy. And it's like, "Oh, I'm feeling down. What do I do? This and that. Oh, I recommend this." There's so much coming at you on social media. Self-care isn't a face mask and a bath sometimes. It's literally just sitting in your ick and letting yourself feel what you need to feel, and then sitting down in silence without any distractions or any way to fill a void. Just sit there, think about what's going on, then move along, right?
Can I add to that?
Amen. Then maybe go take your bath because your legs are sore. You gotta relax and have some me time. Great. But first, realize what's going on. Sit in it first. Feel it.
I love that, but I also want to add to that.
Yes, please do.
For so long, that sit in it and feel your emotions is so good, but some people avoid that. And that's why, right? I like even as bodybuilders, we'll find everything to do except for the one thing that we're avoiding, right? So sometimes you literally just need to blast Adele and cry it out. And that's
Yeah.
okay. It could literally be self-care. In therapy, they tell you like you get that aha moment of like, oh, it's okay to cry. You don't have to apologize. It's okay to sit by yourself and feel your feelings. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's something wrong with avoiding and distracting yourself from
Yes.
those feelings.
That's worse because then you just keep masking it and then it comes out later, whatever that looks like. But I find like when I went through some stuff in my life, it was so important just to sit there and feel it and really think about what's going on and think about how I'm feeling and what I need in that moment instead of like try to turn it off and be like, okay, call a friend, call this, like go here and try to like just distract myself.
Mhm.
Um, because that's never good. But
No,
like, and then going back to like the pressure we feel in January when it comes to these things like wellness and mental health and all this stuff, like this after the holidays, that's when people feel the lowest. And I'm sure you can agree with me here. And that's when like the pressure comes to like even people that are just wanting to start out in fitness, like online coaches are promoting start now, start before the new year, start now. Don't be like everyone else in January, start now.
prices are going up, so you better start now.
Yeah, the online coaches are pushing like, oh, like, let me help you with your New Year's goals. Like, want to lose weight, want to do this. And then people are like, whoa. personal trainers are running promotions, New Year promotions with like, I don't know, 20% off their sessions. Like they're talking about do diets and all these new things you need to do for the new year. It's like people are so bombarded and pressured. That's why everyone tends to start in January and then fall off. It's always that ongoing joke, right? Oh my God, the gym is so busy. Oh yeah, give it until March and it'll be dead again. Like I love seeing the gym so busy. I just wish it would stay like that, like consistently. And like if it doesn't, then that's great. But like it's just sad that you see all this stuff online and that's probably the only reason why people are there, not realizing like what do they actually need.
And I feel like it puts so much pressure on us as just as people, right? Like, oh, everybody's has a New Year resolution. What's my New Year's resolution? What do I need to accomplish this year? It's like you said, it's great to set goals, but don't put pressure on yourself, especially January 1st. Why not make the goal in December?
Yeah.
I had like 4 new clients sign up at the right before Christmas, and they told me I wanted to start before the new year. Because why is it new year, new me? Why can't you just slowly build habits? Why can't you just, again, this all or nothing mentality is not going to get you to the point of where you want to be and what you want, what you see the value in this. What is the point of these mental wellness, mental health, like take care of your your brain capacity, journaling? I'm in therapy, like I'm in a psychotherapy program to become a registered psychotherapist. I do not journal myself. I do dabble here and there. I cannot sit down
Me
and
neither.
I need tools. I need someone to give me like a guided journal, right? And that's okay. I don't like doing it every day because I genuinely do not have the time. And when they say make the time for things that are important to you, okay, but this is important to me. And just because I'm not prioritizing it 7 days a week, it's not all or nothing. Try once a week, journal once a week, a
Start
guide
small.
once a week, or record how you're feeling if you want to do that. Or maybe just sit in silence for 10
Yeah.
minutes a day.
And if it's not for you, then that's great, right? You have to put your pressure, oh, I have to journal, I have to do this. Like you have like, you're adding 10 things on to the day just because you see all this stuff on social media or online of things you need to do to be well or to be healthy. And that's not always the case. Again, back to the basics, like we always talk about.
Speaking of, I just had a thought.
Yes.
You know how people have been saying, like, the gym is my therapy?
Yeah.
I've seen the other end of people fighting back on that, saying, like, gym is not therapy. And I have something to say about that. I'm very upset. I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm very upset because therapy doesn't have to be verbal. Therapy doesn't have to be a form of communication. Therapy is anything that makes you feel your feelings. And if you just being in the presence of the gym and not even like working out, just being in that environment, if that's therapeutic to you, that is a form of therapy. So I've seen
That
people,
looks different on everybody.
everybody, when you walk into a therapy room, if anybody here has been in therapy, but if you walk into a therapy room, every therapist is going to be completely different. Just like every registered massage therapist is going to be different. Just the
Yes.
way that your conversations are going to be with your RMT or your physio are going to be completely different. It's this idea that one person's thinking is the right way of thinking and it's not, right?
It's not.
Everybody's everybody's form of what's next is different.
Yeah. And the people that are almost like fighting back or disagreeing with those who say gym is my therapy, because their therapy is probably sitting down reading a book. Their therapy is probably journaling every day. That looks different on everybody, right? And it's just knowing like, yeah, sometimes there is another end of that conversation where someone can say the gym is not therapy because sometimes like a lot, like over a long period of time, that could be a lot of this. Like people say gym is my therapy, which is great. But then they almost use that too much to mask how they're really feeling inside. And sometimes they do need actual therapy. They need to talk to somebody and not just drown it in the weights and move along. Sometimes they need both, depending on how extensive the situation is. But if going to the gym and lifting weights can help them bring down to themselves, help them tune out for the hour, be silent, be with themselves, and then they leave feeling a lot better. And like, when you lift up that weight, kind of like the sound of the world turns off. I feel that. I feel like gym is my therapy too. But then if I'm dealing with something more extensive and there's so much going on in my life and things I can't handle or navigate on my own, but I just keep saying, I'm going to go to the gym and keep lifting weights and blah, blah, then eventually I'll feel better and I'll figure it out. That might not always be the case. You might need a little extra or some more professional help or something, someone else to talk to or another form of help in that department. It all depends.
Percent. And like going back to that, you said you can do both and that's okay. You can do therapy for something, let's say outside of fitness, but maybe sometimes you need help on the other spectrum with fitness. So you have your coach, but your coach is not your therapist. And your friends are always going to be there for you, but they're not your therapist, right? Like everybody's opinions, even your friends, are going to be different than what you need. And the whole point of therapy is to figure out what you want, to figure out your needs, to figure out your boundaries. You can do both. There's no right or wrong answer to this. Yeah. And I feel
100%.
like what you were saying is with social media, it's this pressure that you have to do everything.
All these things. Yeah. And that's why everyone feels so bombarded and so overwhelmed in
Mhm.
the first month. And then they decide to slip off or they try all these things, figure out what works best for them. And then they turn to that. And that's great. But it's just crazy. Like, even with people's like finances being so crazy and being stuck now, like all these things that are getting promoted to like promote wellness and it's like people get so confused of what actually works, what's worth it, what makes the most sense.
Consistency, something that you can stay consistent with.
That's it. Yeah.
I had actually one of my girlfriends was saying, I don't know how you can eat chicken and rice with vegetables,
Every
like
day.
get bored. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is I don't just eat chicken and rice. And
Yeah. 6 times a day.
And even when I do, I season it differently. And she says, I can't do that. She goes, I need to eat like creative meals. I go, okay,
Then
add,
do it, girl. All
add
power
some
to
carrots
you.
to your rice, add some eggs in your rice, like make like an Asian style stir fry rice. There you go, extra protein.
Fueling shouldn't feel like a second job, especially when you're deep in prep, reverse, or just balancing real life. Prep Shop Toronto provides daily ready-made meals and bulk protein options that keep you consistent without spending hours cooking or tracking your meals. When nutrition is handled, your energy is steadier, recovery feels smoother, and your mind isn't stuck in food with math all day. That means less decision making, better training focus, and more mental space to actually live your life outside of the gym. Head to Prep Shop Toronto or email hello@prepshop.ca and use code Elinor at checkout.
But what you see on social media, and just because one person does it and they enjoy it, doesn't mean you have to do it and enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, and I like that you share a lot of your meals online too. Like you will post what you're eating and how like making it creative or making it different can be, you can do that. Like you don't have to be boring about it. You could turn your meals into something good. Or you can, if you have a coach and you're following a meal plan, you can ask them for more variety of options or to switch things out whenever needed. That's completely doable.
100%.
And even if you're just a lifestyle client or someone just wanting to get a bit healthier and be on a plan, there's so many other options of ways you can make it work. Like it's when you hear bodybuilding, people think, oh, chicken, rice, veggies every day. They're like, oh, or fish or it's boring. It's like maybe if you're deep in prep, but if you're not doing bodybuilding, if you're not, you don't need to eat like that. You can do whatever the heck you want and still be healthy and see results and make progress.
And you don't have to do that every day. That's the other thing is I try to tell this to like all of the new clients because I only work with lifestyle, but all of the new clients that I have, I say if you can follow the plan 4 to 7 days for the first week, great. Then the second week, let's do maybe 5 or 6 out of 7. Hey, you know what? I don't want chicken today. Okay, go have tilapia. Great.
Yeah.
Like
Change it up.
change it up. It doesn't have to be this all or nothing mindset because if you think, okay, January 1st, I'm signing up with a coach and I'm having a new meal plan. It's super. That's like it's like an addiction almost. Like I have to do this. And if I don't do this, I'm a failure. But now if you fail,
then you just go completely the other way that you wanted to. But that's just why it's important to start really small. Change one thing, have more options, have more variety to start, and then work with that. Right. And then when you slip up a little bit, it's not like, okay, we're going to give up. You're just navigating on what works for you. And that's okay.
have you seen that video where it's just like, oh, I spilled some water. I'm just going to pour the entire bottle out.
I saw that. Yes. I love that.
Oh, like the GPS one. I went the wrong way, so I'm just going to stop.
Yeah. I turned on the wrong road. Instead of having it navigate and reroute, you just completely don't even go to your destination anymore.
It's like, that's such an all or nothing mentality. No, the GPS reroutes you. There's always another way. Let's say what happened the other day. I'm in off season, so like this is okay, but I had 100 grams of salmon and I had an extra 15 grams that I needed to hit. Like I needed 115 grams of salmon. My salmon was frozen. I didn't want to go to the store and cook salmon. That would have been an extra like hour minimum by the time that I
For
cooked
15 extra grams.
an extra grams. If I was in prep, it would be a completely different conversation. I would not
I'm going to
have.
get my 15 grams. That's a lot of food. I'm hungry.
What did I do? I took chicken, 15 grams of chicken. Wow. What is that? Less than a gram of fat difference. Will I die? No. I woke up the next day and I felt the same. I was great.
You're making it work. What do you do? Instead of you have your salmon and your 15 grams, sure, what are you going to do? Throw it out and not eat? No, you improvise. Like, it's just like, that's such a good example to put this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. It's like this identity crisis.
Yeah. And January can be extremely hard for a lot of people because of all of these reasons. It's kind of like what we were talking about when it comes to disordered eating a little bit. I find a lot of people kind of go all out when it comes to November, December, and to say it's a free for all and almost do everything they can and eat everything they can and like just go off the rails because in 2 months, none of that's allowed ever again. And that's why people fall off instead of making it a small, gradual lifestyle change. It's like, I'm going to do everything and then completely restrict myself coming January, which again is not sustainable. And you need to keep that balance going as you go along.
Which is why it's like you build habits, you don't build a life.
Yeah.
Everything we have ever done in our life, think about it. Like for our listeners, everything you've ever done in your life, you didn't just wake up one day and it happened. You didn't just start, like, for example, people who work shift work, like 9 to 5, right? What do you do when you first wake up? You have your routine. But what about when you were in university? You're probably had a completely different routine. So you had to slowly build your own routine. It's the same thing with the way that you eat, the way that you train. If you tell yourself, I'm going to train 7 days a week as of January 1st.
If you haven't worked out, like maybe you've started with 1 day a week before and you've only been doing 1 day a week, but you say, okay, I want to work out every day. Your body will crash. It will be like, no, we're not. Let's start with 2 to 3 days a week and then work up from there. You don't want to crash out right away.
Yeah. And you still want to prioritize other areas of your life. Like
Yeah.
you are not just your body. You are not just the way you look. You are the way that you feel. If there's a food that you don't like and it's on your meal plan, or if there's a food out there that everybody on social media loves and they tell you have to do this, you have to, oh, I hate these videos. You have to eat this to look like this.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You don't like it, don't eat it. No one's pointing a gun to your head. I have a client that I put eggs on her meal plan. She never told me she didn't like eggs. She told me, like, I'm not going to lie to
She
you.
thought she just needed to eat them because that's like what you do.
Like, eggs are so beneficial for you long term. And I'm like, girl, if you
can
can't,
get your other nutrients from that elsewhere.
you don't like eggs? I go, okay, can you do egg whites? She's like, no, like I smell the eggs and I can't. I go, okay, let's do something else.
You're going to hate your life and you're not going to want to stick to the plan if that's the case. Yeah.
Like this all or nothing mentality has, especially in January, like you're so right though about this, it's this, I messed up all of December. I gave myself the leeway and I told myself I would do this in January, and you're doing it in January, but But you're not, because you're not going to be able to stay consistent. If you couldn't stay consistent with it in December, like it doesn't matter what happens from December to January. It matters what happens from January to December.
Yeah. It's literally psychological. It's like your brain is saying, okay, we're going all out now because we can't do it later. But then it makes you crave that stuff more
Yes,
afterwards. Yeah.
it does. It's no good.
No. And it's this process of like fitness and just getting healthy or changing your habits. It's not as hard as people think. And like people get pressured. Oh, like what you said earlier, if you eat this, like if someone followed my exact meal plan, my exact training plan, you will not look like me.
Why not, Nikki?
I'm sorry, but you will not. Okay. You will eat and train the way you need to and to look like you and what your goals are. That's why, like, that's my number one pet peeve, I guess you could call it, when it comes to like these online influencers or online coaches. Oh, you have to eat this. You want to look like me. You want big legs. You want this. You want that. Follow this exact thing. But it's like, that's not specific to that exact person. Everyone is different. Everyone has different goals. Everyone's body's different. People can tolerate different things. It all depends.
Or even this idea of like, oh, like this person eats 6 meals a day, so I have to eat 6 meals a day.
Not the case. If I told our coach tomorrow I wanted to eat 5 meals a day, he'd be like, okay, just change out my meals and here you go. Like it's you don't have to eat 6 meals. I like my 6 meals. I prefer that. We have a lot of friends, even our coach had a lot of clients that only have maybe 4 or 5 meals a day. Because that's what works for them, maybe with their work schedule, their digestion, their body, whatever that looks like. And that's okay.
Yeah. And the whole like the psychology behind this all or nothing thinking is like, even if we think about it right after December, is there's a period of identity disruption. You don't know who you are. That's why post show is so hard for some people too. But the brain is always looking for certainty and safety. And when you give yourself a date, like it's kind of like I'm X weeks out, I'm 12 weeks out. And then as soon as you hit that, it drops, right? Your certainty drops because you don't know what you're doing after. So January 1st comes, you've already made so many mistakes. You see all these things on social media about how to better yourself. And that's the identity safety. That's the certainty that you have. So when that identity is taken away from you, or you don't really know what you're doing, you're always actively searching for the next best thing. What can I do to better myself? But maybe
Yes.
sometimes bettering yourself is just doing exactly what you're still doing.
Exactly what you're still doing and turning off the phone. Get off Instagram. Stop listening to these people online saying you need all of these things and you have to purchase all of these things and the next trend to be better and to be healthy and to progress. That's my TED talk for today.
I could go on for
It's
hours.
crazy. Like I've literally never felt more pressured to like fucking journal. Can I swear on here? We're swearing on here. Or it's like, oh my God, like just all these pointless things that you don't need.
There's the journal,
Save your money.
that stupid thing that everyone's standing on now.
Yeah.
I saw someone post something the other day about like how they had like a red light therapy in their house now.
Yeah. I mean, like, there are benefits to red light therapy. We use it in our clinic. You know, it's good for inflammation, tissue healing, recovery, and stuff like that. It's used as a modality.
Do you know what else is? Rest.
What?
Rest.
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 Literally, if I were to listen to everything social media says that I need, I wouldn't have time for anything. I would be too busy journaling and red lighting and meditating and bathing and standing on my thing for half an hour and doing lymphatic drainage here when I don't need it. And like, do you have lymphedema? Do you have a disorder that you need lymphatic drainage? Your lymph nodes, your terminus, nothing is working. The ducts are blocked. Do you have that? Yes or no? No, you don't need lymphatic drainage. Okay, let's just relax. Let's sit down. Let's feel our feels. Let's go to sleep. Let's have a restful rest and wake up the next day and eat your breakfast and go work out. Okay, let's
Oh
just
my
chill.
God. I can't believe I haven't said this yet. You just reminded me something. You're so right. And this whole idea you've probably seen, oh my God, cognitive behavioral therapy changed my life. Have you seen those?
Just recently, yes.
If you want to better yourself, you need to do CBT. Here are some CBT techniques that will help you feel better about yourself. Do you know I'm literally going to lose it?
My God.
Do you know how much cognitive behavioral therapy? Sorry, let me reword this. CBT is one way of therapy. Just like when you do an RDL, you can do an RDL with dumbbells. You could do it with the barbell. You could do it with the Smith machine or the, what's it called? The shark machine,
Picture.
the pit shark machine. Thank you. CBT is just one way of doing therapy. I forgot to mention this earlier. But nowadays you see so many you need to do this for if you want to better yourself for therapy, you need to journal. This is the only way that therapy is going to help you. If you journal.
For some people, maybe, not for everybody.
Not
And
for
if you
it.
don't do it, you're not a bad freaking person and you're not doing life wrong. You're good. You
But that's
know?
what social media makes you think, that if you're not
Yeah.
doing what everything is being said on social media, you're a bad person, you're not good enough, you don't take care of your mental health, you don't take care of yourself, you don't care about yourself. Do you know how much pressure that is?
Just sit and reflect and feel your emotions. And then if you want to go take a bath and do a mask after that, go for it. But don't you think you need to do that?
Yeah. Like imagine it's 10 p.m. at night. Because I'm so rigid, I used to say if it's 10 p.m. at night and I have to do something that I didn't have time to do, I would do it at 10 p.m. at night. It couldn't wait until the next day. But that all or nothing mentality did not do me good. And it's not going to do anybody else any good. Like, listen to what you want, what you need. It's okay to go to bed at 8 p.m. It's
You got to
okay.
keep your body regulated because you will literally just crash out after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been loving turning my phone off at night. Not even like just turning it off, just like literally putting it away.
I put it in the bed, you know? How
Yeah.
there's
The bed mode. Yeah.
yeah.
And like if it's an emergency, like I have if I do put my phone on don't disturb, I usually put that on when I'm working out. But I have my family and Nick and a few of like you, obviously, and a few of my other close friends that is turned off so I can automatically get notifications or phone calls when they come through. But that's it. Other than that, everything's turned off. Like I'm not so
To close our venting episode.
to close our venting episode, we just wanted to just vent a little bit in this episode and just talk about January, talk about goals, talk about what we're doing, what we're not doing. We're not spending $1 million this month, okay, on the ads that we see on social media. Okay. We're not doing that.
We're done with all or nothing thinking.
Yeah, we're done with that. We're allowing ourselves a little more time to just chill the fuck out
And do nothing.
and literally do nothing. All your stuff's done for the day. Tomorrow we'll be there. You're good. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
speaking of, what do you have going for the rest of the day?
Today, so like I said earlier, we have that event. It's a 2-day event going on. So I have a few of the girls working it today. I'm going to go pop in there to see how they're doing and help them take things down at 4. And then I'm going to work out right after that. And then I'm posing with my girl Ashley tonight at 6:30. So yeah, it's a pretty chill day. Today's Sunday, so it's kind of just like get things ready for the weekday. Get a little bit of work done, but other than that, it's pretty chill. What about you?
I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I bought Miley some socks and they're small, so I'm gonna go return them. I bought her a jacket too, and that fits really nice.
I love her pink jacket, her little sweater you've been putting on her
Well, I got her like a jacket.
for outside. It's been so well in this freaking weather, dude. Like it's so bad.
No, you can't walk. Anything
No.
minus 15, you can't. She's not going on any walks this week.
Same with Prince. Like he'll go outside and like do this weird walk where he like lifts his feet really high and he doesn't want to put his foot on the ground. I'm like, yeah, it's way too freaking cold.
No, like their skin is much thinner than ours.
And their poor little paws.
Poor little paws.
I
So,
know.
yeah, I'm just letting her outside in the balcony right now. I'm not taking her on a walk. I wanted to take her with me to the pet store so I could try on some shoes for her. I have to go grocery shopping. I have to go buy new mascara because this one's getting clumpy. So I wanted to do one more thing, but I forgot. And I have to prep a bunch of food for tomorrow because I get some more food tomorrow. I go back to training.
Yay!
Yeah. What time are you training tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. Probably like 3 or 4. See you there.
See you there.
See back. You're gonna feel so good tomorrow, probably. We'll have to do like our next episode together, do a little follow-up and see how you feel going into the gym this week. If anything changed, like if you feel better or you feel more clear.
Yeah, hopefully.
But
Hopefully. I
we'll
feel so I'm so happy and proud of myself that like I took the time off and I actually am excited to go back to the gym. And I didn't realize this like last week, but I was starting to hate the gym, which is
yeah.
insane. I actually called my mom and I had like a little bit of a freak out and I was like, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm still going, but I don't want to be there.
So this was perfect. It's just allowing yourself to take that space away and fall back in love with it. Because now this week you'll probably be so excited to get in there and get your tracking going and seeing what you can do. And it's like a little reset for you. So
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
think I am still going to go in soon and just go get some steps or do something. I love sitting in the sauna. So I might go sit in the sauna and then I'll go run my errands right after that.
All right. Well, we have after we launch this episode, we're gonna have a lot of pretty cool guests on. So stay tuned for that. We have so much coming. I feel like we have a lot for this year too, like a lot of goals, just like when it comes to the podcast. So we're so excited.
And if there's anybody that you guys want us to have on, please let us know. If there's any competitor that you think would be beneficial, kind of hear their story, we would love to get them out there. But we have a few cool guests coming on soon. So very
So
excited.
excited. Amazing. All right. We will see you guys next week.
Okay. Bye bye.
See ya.